here. A box arrived from Texas the other day as a result of a video I posted a while back now about, I was just talking about doing another build in the shop talk video, kind of a vlog deal. I was talking about doing another build and the costs involved with the RC full drive V8s, and Josh from RC Every Day talked to his mate Mick from Nightcrawler 3D, and they sent me a 3D printed Ford Flathead V8 to try out, which was very awesome, and thank you guys, so cool. So a little bit of background, you guys will know I'm a bit of a RC full drive V8 fanboy. I like the metal, the aluminium milled and stuff like that, and I've never been a fan of 3D printed products because of the ribbing and that sort of, it didn't really, I don't know, I just wasn't into it. So I was really keen to get this and check one out, and I'm well impressed. 3D printing has come a long way, and the resolution and the ribbing in that is far less noticeable. I'll see if I can get you in there. I don't know if I can there. You can see it along the top there, the head's going there, so there's no drama, and down there on the side, that's a really nice resolution. It's fine. Paint will probably fill that. So this little V8 takes the can, the 540 style can engine motor, electric motor. There's a hole at the bottom to run your wires through for your motor, and that'll butt up against the transmission or the motor mount or whatever. So you got this, inside this was this strange little thing. I wasn't too sure what it was at first, but then I realised these are the pins for putting the parts together. That being this little supercharger and the triple carb setup here. It's nicely detailed. They look pretty good, spray painted silver. And the head, you get two of those, and on the back they got the holes for the pins. So these are more like aftermarket heads you would see on a real motor. On the original ones, I think they're like a cast head. This looks like it's based on an alloy head, so I'll spray paint it silver. And then you got the Laker style pipes coming out the back. So what I'm going to do, I won't film it, but I'll just show you the results. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out of the shed and give all of this stuff an undercoat in grey, a few undercoats. Then I will probably do the pipes white, and I've got some kind of chrome silvery spray paint that I'll do those parts in, and the block I'm going to do red. And the reason for doing this red will become clearer later on, and I'll show you the project it's going into in a future video. But for now, unless you've seen the teaser photo, it's something to look forward to, isn't it? So anyway, let's get out here, tart this up some paint and things like that, put it together, and I'll show you how it looks when it's painted up. And I may put some details on here. Doesn't really need it though, I must say. Maybe I could just get a piece of very thin like fuse wire and heat it up and stick it in the side so it looks like a little linkage, but really it doesn't need it. Okay, so again, Nightcrawler's 3D, and I gotta say, for a guy that is a bit underwhelmed by 3D printing in general, I'm well impressed. This is interesting. Oh, don't quote me on this, but I think Josh mentioned that Nightcrawlers 3D is selling these Flathead V8 kits for $40 US plus shipping. I don't know. Check out his Facebook page. I know he has a Facebook page, so I'll put links in the description and stuff. But all right, let's get this prettied up some. So it's the next day now, guys. I spent yesterday spray painting. What I did was I found I didn't have any primer grey type paint, so I just undercoated everything in white first to help bring out the brightness in the chrome paint and the red, you know, because if you spray paint these colours directly onto black, it's going to darken the way it looks. So undercoated everything in white first, then did the red on the block. And like I say, the reason for this having a red block will become clearer. You'll find out soon enough. And then I used the bright chrome paint on the shiny bits. So we've got the blower and the carbs here, and we've got the aftermarket alloy heads, flat heads. So what I'm going to do now is just paint in some details. I'm going to, if you can see that, I'm going to paint these bits black and this tube black, and these will line up with these little ridge lines here on the front of the block that go to this kind of magneto type early style distributor. So from what I understand, the spark plug leads, in some cases, some of them have, the photos have a more traditional looking distributor, but other ones have these things like that'll run along and down. Oh, I'm out of camera shot, here you go. They'll line up there. So I'll paint those black and just detail this a little bit. I think I'll make the pulleys red to match the block. A few other little details there. I was thinking of using some solid core wire as line to go in the back of this. Oh geez, nice picture of my hand again. See that there? Probably not so much. So maybe I'll see if I got some kind of brass coloured paint to paint those tubes a different colour. So I will paint details and glue it together, and I'll get back to you. Righto, so it's been a couple of days. Yeah, a couple of days. Finished the detailing on the Flathead. As mentioned, blocks red, Leica style headers are white, and the other bits I painted with bright chrome paint. Since then I've painted the black lines there for the spark plug leads. They go down into this little box here on the front. What else I do? I painted the pulleys red to match the block. Painted the alternator black, ran some wires from the alternator and from the starter motor. Probably can't quite see it there. What else? Oh, I put this thing on the back here, drilled a wee hole and screwed that on. That's some kind of dome thing that I've had forever. It's kind of off of furniture or clothing or something. I wouldn't know what it is, where you get it from. It's just something I've had sitting around forever, and it kind of fits the style of the motor. So next is weathering. So now I got it looking pretty, I'm going to make it look less pretty. So oh, I also added some wires up here on the carburetors, linkage wires. I'll give you some close-ups of it later. So what I'm going to do with the weathering, you might laugh at this, but I'm going to pour used car oil onto this and let it drain down, and the dirty oil will pull up and settle in the nooks and crannies and crevices, and the dust will settle there just like a real engine. So let's go, try it out, see what it does to the paint and the plastic, and either it works or it doesn't. Flathead V8 after it's been painted, detailed and weathered, and it looks pretty spiffy. I'm quite happy with how it's turned out actually. So let's see, I'll get you a bit of a turn around here. Got the black rubber band on there for the belt. The headers may be upside down. I've got them flipping up to go over the rails, but you could flip them the other way down and they'll drop down either side of the block. So if you were doing the headers in a style that you wanted the pipes to go between your rails, you'd flip. I don't know if these Mick had designed this to flip them either way, but here it seems logical in my head nonetheless. But I've got them out, sticking out, hot rod styles. Yeah, so I used engine oil over it a couple of times and blew a bit of dust on it. You know, my theory in giving things a natural patina and an aged look is to try and simulate as closely as possible what the real things do. It's easier. I don't have to worry about trying to figure out what paints and pigments to use. I'm lazy. So there's the other side. I'll grab the camera and get right up close in a sec. That's it. I don't really have much else to say other than it's pretty darn cool, and it's really going to look the part in the vehicle that it ends up in, which I will do more videos on in the future, unless you are getting notifications from my channel's community tab. In that case you will have seen some like sneak peeks of the body, the project that this motor's going into. Okay, so now I've got you up here. You can see the separately applied bits of wire on the carburetors, and the wires in the back of this little generator alternator type thing up here, and also I've got some wires sticking into the back of the starter there. So yeah, looking good. Let's see if I can get a better angle here to show off the detailing. So yep, the motor will go in the back there. That'll when I get the a plate to go on the R4 tranny, they will marry up just nicely, eh? So yeah, cheers for watching guys, and thank you again to Josh at RC Everyday for hooking me up with Mick and RC Nightcrawler's 3D 3D printing service for the RC motor. That is real cool. Anyway guys, something a bit different, eh, from the usual metal work, but we got to try these things out, and and I'm well impressed. So do contact Nightcrawlers 3D on their Facebook page, I do believe. I'm sure you guys know how to use a search engine, so, and if you don't, it's time you be learning. So I'll put the description down below anyway. But yeah, that's looking pretty choice. Alright guys, catch you on the next one.